KT, because they didn't opt into jungle bans, there are options for them to go in terms of jungler into this Trundle pick.
The only one is actually the Gragas that's sort of standing out here. Score having to lock that one in. He wants it, but that is going to be the Shen once again. And theoretically, they could actually lock in Shen Nocturne and have Taliyah as well.
And for some teams, the Taliyah Shen would also be a duo bot lanes. Already you can tell.
Yeah.
Many different layers being covered. Is we're going to get Azir in the first round here. Orianna is not going to be prized into...
Well, it looks like Swain Pike will be the lane on the bottom side of the map, meaning that, like you were talking about before, Khan will be able to get that counter pick on the top side of the map. This would be odd.
Outplay potential for days on a Vayne, but we've had none in the LCK in summer. The Kai'Sa, though, this is the new thing for KT. They're willing to take Kai'Sa Shen into potentially a very tricky lane. Probably going to be the Pyke and the Swain, you would imagine, but Khan could be playing that Swain in the top lane, and, well, why not Gnar is the choice when we have Cho'Gath, the GP, and the Jace taken away.
And this is the Pong composition as well. I mean, you've got the Gnar to bounce into a wall, the Emperor's Divide that Ucal sets up to smash into a Weaver's Wall that's been set up from Score. So many options as far as KT creating terrain and then throwing people at it. As that's the Camille. So we're going to have a Gnar versus Camille matchup top side of the map. And that's the counter pick that Khan is going to opt into.
Two options there are the Kennen and the Camille. The Camille fits more into the teamfight identity, can be a ball carrier for the Orianna. It also doesn't pigeonhole them to being very high on magic damage, as the AP Cannon, which is what we saw from Khan last time, would be. The Camille needs to have some jungle coverage in order to take aggressive hookshot trades to make this range versus melee matchup work, but if you go big as Camille, you often are very, very happy in the laning phase. So Kingzone do end up counterpicking for Khan at the last. Mid lane is the interesting one. BDD, a fantastic Orianna player, but bold to take it into the already selected Azir. We know that he's onto the blue buff, and obviously the Rift Scuttle hasn't spawned yet. This is red buff into top lane gank. That's what the Trundle is looking for.
Yep, Smeb should be able to get on top of one of these minions if he gets the hop, but he doesn't. He's level 1. The flash is going to come in. Double flash out from Kingzone. As Peanut's happy to tank up the turret. And they had a lot of projection that was happening, but didn't understand that Peanut was going to be that aggressive. We have UCS in the lead, and now with this blue buff, Ucal is going to have a lot of ability to get some work done. Gnar into the wall here as it's a huge stun. Rock lands. Smeb going for the 1v1 kill. Wants to get that mini Gnar back. Oh, the boulder's going to connect. The flash from Score doesn't want to waste any time and picks up the kill on the Camille.
Don't need mechanics. Can flash smite, baby. He's dead. Nicely done there. They get the kill, but on the bot side of the map, Peanut says, all right.
Yeah, he's going to get the crush, gets the Gnar ult into the wall. Going to get the slowdown onto Khan as well, as the seismic shove going to be avoided, but he has to move into the pebble. Score grabs the kill once again as the fight is on the bottom side, but KT are winning this one pretty handedly. The taunt to come in, good godmother, is a beast, flashes afterwards. Smeb going to be able to get himself a kill. The Kai'Sa falls down, but Peanut's going to tank turret shots. And Smeb is going to kill the Pyke in the meantime. It's a 2-for-1, and now there's a Trundle in a god-awful position, looking for the execute because that's the best that he'll be able to find.
Well, he's got the pillars. Ucal really wants to kill.
2 summoner spells to pick up a kill on the Trundle.
I don't know if that's worth. Now that Orianna says, ooh, a shockwave's looking pretty tasty in the mid lane.
Yeah, it's like buying a banana for $700.
Oh, baby. Def used his ultimate to get away from the start of this trade. Obviously, Kingzone are baiting because the Trundle is coming down. But Def's killer instinct gets him away from taking a lot of damage to begin. He may go down, but it's almost an instant double kill to a taunt from a support Shen. They do clean up the kills. Not sure about the double summoners, but Ucal just says, let's pile in and get all the kills we can.
Yeah, exactly. I want to join this party. I don't care what it costs. And both his D and F buttons now on cooldown. See whether it's going to be worth. Brilliant. And now with the health advantage.
He won't. Watching scores here. Peanut needs to know about this.
Seismic shove comes down. He just pops. See you later, Camille. And the troll is going to get there a little bit too late. Scores look damn good. Killing spree now for the Taliyah. His first of the season. Of course, they played it 3 times, but it's been Ucal every single. Ucal waiting for an Emperor's Divide play, does have the opportunity to get in there as Gorilla is very squishy. There's the Gnar, there's the Ucal! As Azir rips them apart, they'll get the turret as well as Khan gets away. Deft says, hell no you're not. And Peanut also going to suffer the wrath of all this damage from KT. Has to flash to get out of the way, but KT are layering kills with objectives, and they are snowballing the hell out of this early game.
KT are desperate to pick up their first game win over Kingzone this year. They are down 0-7. They're down 0-1 in this series to farm outside of a short lane like mid. But obviously she can kill minions at the inner turret. Problem is, if you go to an inner turret, someone like Def might show up, and Prey's finding out about that now.
Yeah, that's an outer turret, but Prey's still going to be dead. The auto attack going to pick that one up. Marta could have done it if he wanted to, but he didn't. Bonesy were going to land on the bottom side of the map, but that's a love tap from Gorilla as, oh, that was a shuffle from Ucal. Gets himself round the corner, but not going to yield any results, and the inner turret stays up for the moment.
But that treatment that Prey got could definitely happen to BDD.
The way he's going to forego the Void stuff, which a lot of Orianas would head towards. Deft is going to get flashed on here. Wants to use the Killer Instinct, does so to get behind Peanut. The Zhonya's does have the active there available as Deft flashes over, and KT turn up in the defense of their Kai'Sa. He falls in the end. It's the death from below that gets it, but they invest so much. Prey is going to go into stasis to watch himself die to the seismic shove, and there's the scoop.
Scoop, baby!
You can't flash that, BDD! And Ucal's going to get it. The hula hoop is there, but it's not going to do anything. And Deft, he's got a teleport, but he's going to have to watch this one from the death chamber as KT Rolster looking to spell the end of this game.
It's the tastiest flavor Ucal could ever order. A scoop of BDD, if you don't mind. Definitely a nice one for KT. They will not go down 0-8. They will force a game number 3.
They will. Nexus turrets are going to melt. Ucal making this Azir look so damn good in game number 2. The tastiest bait ever in the Kai'Sa is going to spell the end of the game. And KT, they bring it to 3 for the first time this year.
KT Rolster are a better team than they were last year, but they still have work to do to deliver on the promise, the hype of the original roster as it was enacted in 2017 spring season. There have been changes. Pawn is back on the roster in summer, but he has not played in this second round robin since it come online. Kingzone Dragon X, of course, were not even a team back then. It was Longzhu Gaming. It was before so many of these members, other than Prey and Gorilla, had hit the roster. But Kingzone Dragon X made it all about 2018 KT versus Kingzone in game number 1. Very easily and very early were they able to open up the game. Peanut's first move this game, his early jungle path was very strong, but then Score turned on the style. The first big Talia turned out to be a masterstroke, and by the end, it all looked a bit sad when they put everything into killing Deft, but he had everything left in the inventory, and that meant that eventually the globals would show up, and KT would enact some doom onto Kingzone.
Yeah, and I really love the early stopwatch from Deft as well. It meant that he could actually soak a little bit more damage afterwards and buy all of the time that they needed, because getting Ucal here at this particular stage is the huge important thing. Scoops himself up, a flashing BDD, who gets a 2-man Shockwave, but it doesn't do anything.
Shockwave confirmed, used in the game.